Good morning and welcome to Motivational Mornings with me, Dr. Marcea. And this week we're going to talk about dominoes, not darts. One of my childhood favorite board games was the game of life. And if you remember it was a game where you had these little cars and you had these little pegs and you would put yourself in the driver's seat. And then along the way you would go through the pathway of life, whether it was school or whether it was getting married or having children or buying a house or what have you, all the way down to the retirement home. And the goal was to get to the end and whoever got there first won. And I remember playing this instead of Monopoly because Monopoly took too long. But what I wanted to share with you is that our game of life is less predictable than the windy road. There may be twists and turns like that game, but there are some ups and downs. There's some roadblocks and challenges that we encounter that are unexpected and unwanted. And we keep shooting our shot, if you will, to our hopes and dreams using the concept of a dartboard. We have a goal. We go ahead and we throw our dart into that bullseye area. And many times we miss. Many times we fail. And for a lot of us, many times we stop trying as opposed to continuing to move forward or continuing to try to hit that goal. What generally happens, though, is that because that goal is so big, it's hard to hit in one full swoop. And so my message today is that life doesn't have to be a game of darts. What we can do is approach it as a game of dominoes. And those dominoes, not so much of the connecting the number of dots, that kind of game where the dominoes are flat. But this is the dominoes where they're standing up. And one domino, when it falls, it hits the next domino. And when that next domino falls, it hits the domino behind it. And you can't really see the end of the matter. You don't know exactly how it's going to end. But if you continue hitting the dominoes, eventually you're going to get to the end. And that's when you would have won the game of life. But the problem we face is that we don't have vision for the end of the domino game. And a lot of times, because we're focused on the dartboard and the bullseye, we minimize the impact of those small dominoes and that domino effect that compounds over time. And so I want us to focus in on that small action. We're going to focus on that small effect. It's going to be that action that is going to appear that it's small, but it's actually going to be moving the needle. Sometimes it's the conversation at that networking event, or the friend of the friend with the opportunity, or it's the person that you meet on the plane that happens to be sitting next to you, and you strike up a conversation and you find out that there's some benefit, there's some open door that was sitting there that whole ride. And so the message today is to be open to playing dominoes. Be open to painting with a smaller paintbrush. Be open to taking those small steps and biting off those smaller pieces of that huge, big journey so that you can make progress, that you can create momentum, and that you don't have to see the whole pathway. We don't have to see to the end of the game. We just have to see for the next few paces. Okay, so the message today is life is a game of dominoes, not darts. Take those small steps and continue moving forward. You never know what is around the corner. Have an amazing day. I'm Dr. Marcea, your life and business coach. Please follow, like, share this video, and also follow me on social media at #DrMarcea, that's DrMarcea, and at drmarcea.com.